Yes, people, hope you're all well. Welcome back to New Weekly Outlook. So, I'm going to be breaking down gold, EA, EN, GA, GN. The reason being is these are the pairs that I actively trade. So, moving forward, if you are new to this channel, every single trade I take, I am going to be sending to my free Telegram. Okay? So, there's a link in the bio, so which will join you to the free Telegram group. So, every trade I take, you will be able to see. This is a new method that I am doing, obviously, regarding that. So it's not going to go to the community and the paid access. That's going to be for something else. And the free group is where I'm going to send all my trades. So if you want to see trades, for example, like this, where you can see, your 1.5 hours, everything's good. Click the link in the bio, and obviously, as the week goes on, you'll be able to see these trades. So, let's have a quick look now at what we're doing for the week ahead. I'm going to break down gold. These grey zones are the areas that I trade. So, from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. UK time, that's just basically what I trade, as if it's almost like a job. Last week, you can see there was a position here which hit 1.5R, and we also had this position here which hit 1.5R, which was really good for me. If we're looking at this now, this is the 1 hour time frame. You can see prices pushing down. We've hit the 38, we've hit the 50 fib, we've hit the 61, and now there's just the 78 fib left. Now, I'm not going to break down the exact confluences as to why I am now interested in this area. Just know that there is a 78 fib. So if price was to come up to this area here, I am going to be looking to take the area a little bit lower than where the area is. I'm going to have a 50 pip stop loss because that's what I like to use when I'm trading gold. And then my TP1 is going to be 1.5R. So this is a fixed position for next week, assuming price hits there within my London zone. So basically, I'll be looking to enter at about 2721.50. Okay, so that's going to be a sell area on gold. If I now look at moves to the upside, same again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a Fibonacci from the bottom. My main strategy, or my only strategy, is all based around Fibonacci's. Okay, so everything that I use comes with a Fibonacci because it's just a very good method of trading. Same again, we've had the 38 work, but there was no confluences for me to take that. I don't like the look of the 50 and the 61. So instead, the 78 looks like the best area to take. What would this position look like? So if we know the zone's there, I'd probably enter a little bit higher there. Stop loss wise, the zone itself is actually, 67 pips. So I'm probably going to use 100 pip stop loss on this position. TP1 could be 1.5. And then this is exactly what I am looking at on gold. So the beauty of the way that I trade is that no matter if you've got a full-time job, if you're busy, you can set these positions on the chart and you can go about your day. Okay, so my entry points is going to be about 2659, and these are now my two areas going into next week. So on the 1 hour time frame, if price hits these areas within the London session, I've got a buy area and I've got a sell area, and then everything's looking good. Okay, so that is as easy as my strategy is. Obviously, the confluences and stuff like that, I do break down to the full community members. But just for now, don't worry about that. Just know that it's a very simple way of trading. We are now on EA. You can see this position last week. I'll quickly break down the reason why this was a trade. In fact, it was actually from here. If you bear with me one moment. So you can see here, we had a 78 Fibonacci. We had a nice break retest, and you can see that price towards the back end of the week triggered about 4 and then did start pushing down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me just have a look and see if there's any other trades that I would take with this structure. Looking at it on face value, me personally, I would not trade any of these Fibonacci levels. Like I say, I'm not going to break down the what and the why because that's unfair on the people who are actually in the group. But just know that for me, I'm not too happy with them positions. If we now look for some strength areas, straight off the bat, I can see that I'd be happy to take this area here. And I'd also be happy to take this area here. And I'd also be happy to take this area here. So we've got 3 positions there on EA that I would happily take. The first one is going to be at, 16245. I'll just put the price there for the time being. The only things that will affect my ability to take this position are time of day and news. So they're the only two things that are affecting these positions being taken. So I am not saying that I'm going to take every single zone, but if the timing is right and the fundamentals are right, then I will. Okay, so that's the easiest way for me to break down the reasonings why I get into trades. Same again with this one. I'm going to have a 15 pip stop loss. TP1 would be 1.5, which is here. Over the past 2 weeks, I've actually done 7R. So if you risk 1%, you'd have made 7, etc., etc. So obviously on a good little run at the moment. That is EA broken down. Easy as that. This analysis does not take long, and anyone can do it. When it comes to mechanical trading with rules, because I'm setting limit orders, I don't have the emotional aspect of taking a trade because I'm not waiting for something to happen. It's preset. I know what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it, and that just takes away all emotion when I am taking trades in the market. So just keep that in mind if you are someone who is, torn between price action and limit orders. If we go on Euro New Zealand now, as you can see, we had some real. This trade actually did it 1.5R. This trade at 1.5R. This trade at 1.5R, and this trade just missed, and obviously it ended up hitting. Well, it didn't. Well, it did actually. Yeah, it hit 1.5R up here. So as you can see, guys, last week you'd have had nearly 6R just on EN. So it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Let me have a look now at Euro New Zealand dollar. First step, I'm going to draw my Fibonacci from this high here. And also, there's another Fibonacci from here. Again, I'm not going over the reasons why, but I know you might understand it. What am I going to do here now? I'm looking at the Fibonacci levels, finding the confluences that I require, and if they are on that level, I take the trade. If they are not, I leave it blank. So I can see straight off the bat, this is a position I would take here. This is a position that I would take here. And let's have a look. This is a position that I would take up here. So again, very simple stuff. If price comes within the session, I will take the trade. If it doesn't, this would have also been a trade here, but it would have been out of session. But that would have been a nice 1.5R for you. And then same again, rinse and repeat. I'm setting my limit order probably around there. 15 pip stop loss, 22.5 TP, and then there you go. That's your first trade. So, yeah, honestly, I don't like overcomplicating my trading. I make it as simple as I can. I am going to post all of these charts into the group that I mentioned at the start, just obviously so you can see my trades throughout the week. And then what we'll do every Sunday, I'll release a video. And then obviously through the week, I will send my charts. Easy as that. No complicated, nothing that. And then what I'm thinking of doing, I'm going to show all of my trades. I'm not going to break down the confluence and things like that, but I'm going to obviously show how they're taken, etc. And then if you do then see value in the trades I'm taking, then there will be the option to obviously join the mentorship. So that's the way I want to do it. I want to be transparent first, show you my trading results, and then following that, get you into a position where, if you do want to learn from me, you can, and keep it at that. I think it's just it's building trust with the person. Do you know what I mean? Going on to GA now. Let's have a look. You can see this trade here actually ended up working as well. So let me just get rid of that analysis. That's okay. And then for now, I'm just probably going to look at a sell example and see what we can find. So what do we see here? We see that the 38 fib worked, the 50 fib didn't, this 61 fib worked, nice little retest of the highs as well, and then there is no confluence on the 78 for me to take that position. So already looking at GA, I know until the start of next week, I have no positions to take, and I'm not going to take them, and it's as easy as that. Same again, what can you see here? Last week, boom, 1.5R, absolutely lovely. And yeah, I can't knock this way of trading. If people were around when I did the 15-minute method where there were lots of trades a week, you're not going to catch every single trade, but you are going to obviously have a lot of tradable opportunities. Same with this here. That 78 fib looks really nice. Enter just below there. Stop loss again, 15 pips. If we go there, TP1 is going to be about 1.5R, which is around there. So that's basically it, guys. This is the breakdown for the week. They're the areas that I am going to take and the reasonings I found on them. Calendar-wise, these are just high-impact events. So really, I'm interested in, Euro, dollar and the Aussie dollar news. So we can see that on a pound, obviously. So we've got unemployment Monday morning. We've got inflation expectations overnight on Monday, so Sunday, I guess. So tonight, and then obviously we're going into the week. So there's not really much to avoid. Wednesday, I'm going to avoid obviously everything here because of CPI. Overnight, I don't trade anyway. Thursday afternoon's fine, and then Friday's fine as well, bar retail sales. So it looks like a week where there's going to be a lot of tradable opportunities just based on the fact I don't need to avoid them due to news. Obviously, I am going to send these charts into the free channel, which I previously mentioned for you. And then following that, we will see how it goes, throughout the course of the week. So hopefully, guys, this video was insightful and you've learned a little bit of something. I will be uploading every Sunday and every Wednesday moving forward. The free group's obviously going to be active with my trades, and then that is going to be that. So I'm hopeful that you've learned something, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.